Good morning, my name is Yelis Bintang Permatasari. I'm from 3D Employ. Today, I would like to tell my observations result to my friends Ilham Sukmatafiqur Rahman teaching practice. So there are two main observations here. The first is regarding with the slide appearance, and then the second is regarding with how the way the speaker explain or convey the presentations in front of the audience. So now let's start with the first aspect or the first observations. So actually there are 9 slides that used by the speaker in his presentations, in which one of the slide is used for the title of the presentations and another slide is used for the content of the material or the presentations. So regarding with the background used in the presentation, the background is very simple and it is not so crowded, and then the speaker also applies some the same background to all the slides, and then beside that the speaker also provides some visual interest to make the presentation is more interesting for the audience. And then regarding with the color used by the speaker in the presentation, the color is very contrast with the background, and of course it is very easy to the reader to read the content of the presentations. And then the font that used by the speaker in the presentation, the speaker used standard font that is Calibri, and then but somehow the title size of the slide is less than 44 point, but and it is not accordance with the rule. When we want to make a title size, that should be 44 point, but overall it is doesn't matter because the audience still can read the content or the slide in the presentations. So now let's move to the second aspect or the second observations regarding with how the speaker convey the presentation in the teaching practice. So the presentation was conducted in 2 June 2017, and the speaker brings the material with the title Asking for Permissions. It is one of the material that consists in the 10th grade of senior high school students. And then as far as I see, the speaker is can be stated already qualified as the real teacher, because before going to the core material, the speaker doesn't forget to state a greeting for the audience and then checks the students' attendance list to know whether the student is calm or not. And then after that, the speaker also have a small talk first with the students in order to warm up the classroom situations, but the talk here is still relevant with the material that going to be present in the presentations. So regarding with the teaching methods that used by the speaker used a scientific approach in his teaching presentation, in which before going to the core material, the speaker shows some video first to the audience or to the students relate with the asking for permissions material. This process aims to give a big picture for the students or for the audience to catch the material that going to be present. And then after showing the video, the speaker is going to the core material, in which the speaker explain what is the permissions and how is the expression that we can use when we want to accept permission and with its responses. And of course the speaker also provide different situations of the expression itself, whether in the formal expressions or in informal expression with its responses. And then after that, the speaker asks the students to give more example of the expressions of asking for permissions in order to explore their comprehension of this material. And then after that, the teacher provide or show some example of the showing expressions dialogue to the students, and then the teacher asked the student to practice the dialogue in front of the classroom. So this is aimed to explore their comprehensions too. So At the last sections, the speaker gave summarize to the audience all the explanations that had been done, begin from the first explanations till the last explanations. And then after that, the speaker also gave some home assignment for the students to do it at the homework. And the homework is to find out the another example, another dialogue, and then the students have to practice it next week. So last, the speaker warned the students not to forget to do the homework and close the meeting. So maybe that's all for my observations result to my friends Ilham, Sukma, Taufikur Rahman teaching practice. And then thank you for your great attention.